Let's talk about another Oregon secondary commit, Kobe Savage. Kobe Savage, Jamar Muhammad, and Brandon Johnson, who we just talked about. Am I missing anyone? I probably am missing someone. That is a
Cam Alexander,
yep,
the cornerback from UTSA.
yep.
Stud.
Just wow, wow. I good gets. They got torn up by Michael Penix twice, and they said no, that will not happen again. Now Michael Penix will not be at Washington next year, but they said that will not happen again. So they just went to the portal, and they did what a lot of teams are doing right now. They're doing what Texas A&M is doing. They are doing what Ole Miss is doing in the secondary, and that's throwing darts at the dartboard and seeing if something sticks. Now, Kobe Savage is just a dartboard, right? Is he second team All Big 12, third team All Big 12? Kobe Savage is a good football player. Good football player. There were a lot of teams out there that I think were eyeing Kobe Savage right there with like Will Lee on that Kansas State defense. Very, very good football player. Very, very good football player. So, what are your thoughts on this get for Oregon?
Yeah, he's a little bit different than Brandon Johnson, a little bit bigger, 5'11", 210 pounds. He'll play all over. He can play free, he can play in the box, he can play slot corner. They didn't quite have him on the corner and the boundary and whatnot, which is fine because you have other guys like Jabbar Muhammad, like Cam Alexander, I guess even Brandon Johnson if you need to in a pinch. Split him out wide. He's a guy that's made some plays, had some nice interceptions in his career at Kansas State. And yeah, he's pretty darn good. I believe he has 2 years of eligibility left. Um, I will want to say it depending on his red shirts and whatnot, but regardless, though, yeah, this is a nice take and a really good get for Oregon, and a nice job by Kobe Savage for seeing a need in the secondary for Oregon and seeing a path to playing time and exposure and NIL and all that other good stuff, and he's filling it and gonna run with it. Yeah, you mentioned all Big Ten, all Big 12 second team just a year ago. Pretty darn good guy. It's been coached well. You're seeing a lot of those guys at Kansas State. So in that secondary, end up at some pretty big time places. A&M, you mentioned, so Will Lee, right, and Kobe Savage going to Oregon, obviously. So yeah, good stuff all around here. Sucks for Kansas State, and I know Chris Kleiman and staff is missing out on him, but Kobe Savage, a damn good player.
Yeah. Let's talk about Kansas State for a second. You lose Will Lee. You lose Kobe Savage. They still have who's the edge that you really like?
Kelly Duke.
Yeah, he's still there, right?
I believe I mean, who knows his eligibility? To be honest, I'm pretty sure he's out, but I'm sure they'll figure out a way to get him back.
That is
Regardless.
a lot of losses on that defense. And then you also lose Will Howard. Now I like Avery Johnson. I do like Avery Johnson. But you lose what feels like kind of a decent load of talent there. I mean Cooper Beebe. I mean, I don't know. I think this one hurts K-State, I think for sure. I think it hurts K-State. And when it hurts K-State, that's how you know that Oregon got something pretty good. That's how you know. So
Yeah,
I
and
I'm excited to see how that DB room. There's gonna be competition there. It'll be interesting to see. I assume Kobe Savage will find his way onto the field, but who knows? Is this another one of those um Jalen Catalon situations where he's a stud, at Arkansas and transfers to Texas and just can't find his way on the field? I don't know. I have no idea, but we'll see how this turns out for Kobe Savage. I like the move. I like the competition that's gonna be there. Good move.
yeah, no, I like that. They got some young guys coming in as well. At the safety cornerback position, Aaron Flowers is a guy a lot of people are super high on, at that safety spot. So I'm sure he'll compete with Kobe Savage and others for playing time. But like you mentioned, yeah, I think Kobe Savage finds his way on the field. He does some good things for Oregon, and obviously you mentioned that need. And they're tired of being picked apart by Michael Penix, and hey, they got to play Ryan Day a bunch of times. They're competing now in the Big Ten. USC's following them. They got some pretty good passing attacks that obviously, and guys that can play both, not only passing attacks, but also come up and play physical run style when you're playing, the Iowas, the Wisconsins of the world.